I mean, that was a tough watch at times. But anyway, welcome back to Up the Villa fan cams. Aston Villa have beat Wolves 1-0. So Villa fans, if you buzz in, make sure you're smashing that like button, hype the episode up, subscribe, and most importantly, comment your thoughts. Let's try and go for 1,000 likes, being as we've beat Wolves in the Mind the Gap derby. But first things first, I'm going to give credit to Wolves because I thought they were very, very good. I thought Andre and Gomez in the middle, that little two triangle, wherever Gomez went, Andre was close to him, and we really struggled to get a grip on that midfield pretty much for the majority of the game. So fair play to Wolves. We know that we're gonna bring some energy and try and fight for Rob Edwards, and they're scrapping away. And to be honest, if they play like that every week, you know, they're going to win some games eventually. But yeah, shout out to Wolves. I thought they played well. Anyway, Villa, a little bit off it. We got outfought, we got outrun in the first half, which was really surprising. And you know, I was watching the game and I was thinking, come on, Villa, we got to get a grip here. And I think, like I say, it was a bit down to Wolves, but I needed to see a bit more. I thought Tielemans got overrun, Kamara got overrun, and I felt like we didn't utilise the general shape of the game. You know, Wolves were so narrow. They were trying to condense the middle of the pitch all over, really, and the space was out wide for Villa. And I think it just showed this little bit of a crossing flaw that we've got at times, that we never really cross the ball, and that was a problem, I think, in this game, because the out ball was out wide to Cash, it was out wide to Digne, but we were so reluctant to get the ball in, and we'd come inside and we'd congest it and we'd lose the ball. And I just think that was a general thing of what happened all throughout the game, really. I think Marlon and Rodgers were quite isolated. But then I think, you know, we just needed to just keep at it, keep growing, and Martinez made some unbelievable saves. That one that bounced down, I thought, what a save that was. There was one in the second half as well where he made this unbelievable save. So Martinez, probably man of the match. McGinn, I thought, was just John McGinn everywhere, covering every blade of grass, doing really well, fighting, and it probably epitomises what you need in a derby, a player that's just very, very robust and will just keep going and going and going. And you know, I think we kind of got better as the second half went on. We got a little bit more intensity, pushing them back a little bit, limited their opportunities that they had, really. And I think, you know, an unbelievable goal from Boubacar Kamara. You know, what a strike that is. He's sort of just not got much backlift. He's just smacked it and it's just hit the roof of the net, and whole 10 went wild, limbs everywhere, and we just controlled it from then on. And I think we do need to give a bit of credit to the defence that was resolute when them long balls and free kicks and corners and throw-ins are going in. So, you know, we've really seen a bit of a maturity in that from Villa, because we know that last season we had moments such as Ipswich and Bournemouth where we crumbled in those moments, but today we was a lot better, and we've kept a clean sheet. You know, a clean sheet in the Premier League is always very, very good. So I think you could probably look at it, and I imagine a lot of you at home are going to be not really happy with how we've played. Maybe that's fair, but I think the big thing to look at is it was a derby, and that it was never going to be easy. And yes, we want to play this unbelievable, free-flowing, bagging goals galore every week, but it's the Premier League. You know, it's very, very difficult, and we've won 1-0, we've kept a clean sheet, and we, as things stand, we are third in the league, so that's all that matters. And as my motto sometimes says, is like, play shit and win. It's the best feeling in the world, because I imagine if you'll watch Wolves content tonight, they'll be saying how well they played, that's the best they've looked, etc., but they've lost. So that's the difference, and good teams find a way to win, whether they're playing good or bad. And you know, I really want to reiterate that point, really, because I think, you know, top teams don't always play amazing football every single week. You have to suffer in some games. So the fact that we're finding ways to win, we keep winning, is very, very good, and a tough week to come. So yeah, buzzing about it. Let's enjoy Boubacar Kamara's goal. Let's enjoy the Dingles not getting any more points. So up the Villa by the big man today. Earl, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, very well, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, good win, a needed win, especially against Wolves. But how are you feeling overall?
Yeah, it was a bit of a struggle, wasn't it? I thought they looked all right, to be fair. They didn't look like bottom of the league, but yeah, we stuck in there. Emi Martinez, probably man of the match for me. Unbelievable saves. And yeah, got the job done.
Yeah, there was that one in the first half, you know, when it like bounced down, and I thought, oh my God, I hope his watch don't vibrate. But yeah, I've got to give a bit of credit to Wolves, because I thought Andre and Gomez in the middle were very good for them. And to be fair, we've beat Emery's kryptonite 5 at the back, so but we did make it hard work. So who do you think really stood out for Villa apart from Martinez?
I've got to say Ollie Watkins, to be honest. I think when he came on, the game changed a little bit. First half and start of the second half, they were knocking it around quite easily. Wolves, there wasn't much of a Villa press, but we say it a lot about the work that Watkins does off the ball. Yeah. And I think he showed that today. I think there was a lot more intensity when he came on, up front with Marlon for a bit, and I think that changed the game for me. A bit more intensity, a bit more pace about the game.
Yeah, I thought we started to get a better press. We had 2 pacey players up top, and I don't know, I think Watkins is very good at doing that sort of press that he does, and then it starts to dislodge them and move them around. But I thought McGinn was good though, man. He was the engine, McGinn was, and the tifo was great before the game, but we had to kind of just dig in and find a way. And then Boubacar Kamara, I mean, if that had some sort of like Brazilian commentary on, like, it'd be epic. But I mean, what a strike.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't score many, but for the left foot as well, you can't complain. It was a brilliant finish, and I hope he keeps adding more goals and assists to his game, because goals from these midfielders really help us. We've seen it from Onana as well, and just happy with the 3 points, man. Yeah,
and just when you look at the table now, we're like 3rd, so just find a way to win, and we're just doing really well. So we've got a big week coming up with Brighton and Arsenal, and we've just got to remain consistent, and we'll be where we need to be at the end of the season.
Yeah, just keep it up, keep winning. Winning is a habit, like we said last time on the pod. So keep it up the Villa.
Yeah, up the Villa. Cheers, mate. Hey, mate.
I'm good. Bit relieved. It was a professional performance, I think, at the end. We'll take the 1-0 any day. Puts us nice and comfortable in that league. I mean, no one foresaw that earlier on in the season, but I mean, we'll take that any day.
I'm going to say it doesn't feel like we should be. Well, not we should be 3rd. That we are 3rd, but like we are, and we deserve to be there.
100%. It's a little bit of a pinch me moment. I think there's a lot of other teams performing not great at the moment, which is probably to our advantage. But we're quietly, just sneaking under the radar as we do, just quietly creeping up that league, and let's hope we can just stay in that nice position now.
Yeah. Who do you think was the reason why we won this game today?
There was a few, to be honest. I think that strike from Kamara, I've been begging, all season for us just to take some shots from the edge of the box. Tielemans had a few sights on goal first half, yes, down the keeper's throat, but we get in that position a lot of the time, and if we can just get that half a yard and out and do what Kamara did, put some shots on target, we're going to reap the rewards eventually. But McGinn was fantastic, strong leader. That's what you need.
I think the subs made a massive difference again. Like Watkins came on and added. Even though he's not scoring, he helped us. And when I look at players like Watkins, Onana coming on, Bogard coming on, Sancho coming on, and then I'm seeing Wolves bring on players, and I'm like, I have never heard of you.
The announcer had a bit of trouble saying the names, didn't he? But it's all good banter. But it's just that control element now. I'm confident throughout that we've just got that control in the game, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Was it, mate? Up the Villa. Manny, what's happened to the Dingles this afternoon?
Mind the gap, Wolverhampton. Hey, Luke, join in. Mind the gap, boys. Listen, all I'm going to say is this is a message for Wolves fans. Any of you, man, going on train at home, just make sure when you step on that train, mind the gap. You know what I'm saying? Well, listen, overall, Luke, it wasn't the greatest of games. Was not the greatest of games, especially that first half. It was a snooze fest. I nearly went to sleep, I must say. I thought Buendia never really clicked into the game like he usually has this season. I thought John McGinn, he was running his socks today. I thought he done quite well. Boy, Kamara, that finish, top bins, no one's stopping that. 2 keepers in the net are not stopping that. Well, like I said, wasn't the greatest of games, but 3 points is vital. I think we're 3rd in the league now. Shout out to Martinez as well. The saves he made today, unbelievable. World-class saves. I was literally right behind it, and I think one of them where he saved it and he tipped it onto I think it was the bar or crossbar. But yeah, he was world-class today. For me, I think he was man of the match. But Wolves, next season, Championship, you man enjoy that. I've been hearing, Wolves are going to cause an upset today. Do you know what I mean? The curse is going to happen. 1-0 clean sheet. We take that all day long, Luke. We take that all day long.
I'll ask you a question then.
Go on.
Should we be looking up the table, or should we be maintaining where we are?
Stop what you're talking. when you say up, that's all I want to hear. I don't want to hear the rest. Yeah, that's all. Listen, Arsenal and Chelsea are playing today. You know what I want? I want to draw. I want to draw. I'm looking up. Listen, we're looking down on teams right about now. Let me tell you that, because Villa are cooking. Listen, I'm not going to get too ahead of myself because we know how Villa can play. But I'm being realistic. We have to be looking up. Teams like this, that's where we want to be competing. We've got Unai Emery for a reason. The reason we bought Unai Emery is to be competing in Europe season in, season out, challenging for Champions League places. Now we're 3rd in the league. Imagine if Arsenal and Chelsea draw today, where would we be? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we have to keep looking up, not down. The only thing we need to be looking down on is Wolves. They're going to be gone next season. Enjoy the Championship, lads. Up the Villa.
We got a Wolverhampton fan here. Not really.
Don't say that. There's only one Wolves fan in our house, and he'll be quiet for the rest of the day, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, you go in that house and you know.
I'm going to start singing Mind the Gap. No, I'm not going to do that. I'll have no tea.
How are you feeling though?
I'm at 3 points in it, and that's our objective, isn't it? You know, we'd love to see all the pretty football, you know, loads of goals, but yeah, it's the points. We got the points. We got the job done.
Yeah, I imagine it was tough, wasn't it, to watch at times. You know,
Yeah.
it was like, come on, get better. But like you say, we found a way to win, and I think at the game the other night, you know, a lot of people were sort of moaning about not scoring enough goals, but the main thing is to win.
Yeah, it is. And we've got so many games, haven't we? We played midweek again, we've got midweek again, the weekend. There's so many games, so you need everybody, don't you? It was disappointing to see Ross Barkley go off because we know we're going to need him as well. So you've just got to get the job done. It's nice to see good football and be dominant and all that, which we were, I think, for most of the game anyway. So just get it done, get the points, move on up the table.
Yeah, they did fight, they did scrap Wolves, and they were just trying to get anything, weren't they? And I think they did play quite well, to be honest. But I think there was some standout. I thought McGinn was.
Oh my God, McGinn! What are we going to keep saying about this guy?
He's just like.
Oh my God! He's just. I don't know how he keeps
so
doing it
strong,
all the
though.
time.
You know when he backs in, I'm like, mate, like you're not getting the ball, like just let him have it.
Yeah. And he still comes away with it, and then plays the pass and plays somebody else in. And I thought he was outstanding today, and the saves from Martinez as well. You know, it could have been a different game, I think, if he hadn't made them saves. We know one was offside, whatever. Don't even care. That weren't going in. But points. We're up.
3 points up the Villa. Mind the gap.
Up the Villa.
Up the Villa.